crisp, and I don't know. So I figured I would leave the window open today. So I hope that creates more of like a nice, I don't know, ambiance rather than like bothers you. But anyways, so that's that. But anyways, so today I'm going to be talking about my kind of 2026 plans, or like, we don't do like resolutions ever, but so what we do is we do this with my fiance. We do this life circle. I think it's technically called like the life wheel, but we called it the life circle the first year, and so that kind of stuck. But so essentially what you do is it's like a pie chart, and then you have different categories or like sections of your life. So you'll have like friendships and your romantic relationships and health and hobbies and things like that, or like self-care rather, and things like that. So you have different sections, and if you're interested, you can look it up online for like, you know, I guess inspo. This is gonna bother me. For like inspo, I guess. And like what categories you could use, but you can completely like make up your own, obviously. And then you rate. So we do them at the beginning of the year, so in like January. And so what you'll do is you will, you know, color in the different sections based on how satisfied you were with that, you know, section or like category in your life the year prior. So in 2025, for example. So it's not about, you know, how many friends you have or how much time you spend with them, but it's like, how satisfied are you in that department? You know what I mean? And then you'll talk about it with whoever you're doing it with. For me, it's my fiance, and we'll kind of go through each section and talk about it. And then what we'll do is we will set kind of like a, you know, what would you say? We use, I guess, like mantras. What's the word I'm looking for? We set like a, I don't know. I'm blanking right now. There's a specific word that I'm looking for, but I can't think of it right now. Whatever. But we'll kind of, you know, think what we want this, you know, upcoming year to be about, kind of very like generally, and what you want to focus on. And then based off that and like what you maybe struggled with the year prior, we'll do like one or two kind of like mantras again, or like, you know, excuse me. We'll do like one or two like mantras or like quotes that we want to use to like remind ourselves, or like of certain things, or like just to like motivate ourselves. And then our partner can also, you know, help with those things. So for example, if you struggled with your like confidence in 2025, and maybe you have like, you know, a lot of presentations you have to do at like school or work or whatever, you could do I am confident, or I am confidence, if you want to do that. So something, you know, short and, you know, memorable, I guess, or like easy to remember. Are the kids being too loud for like ASMR? I don't know. And effective, I feel like. And I'm not going to share what our, quotes were or are or whatever. But so the big thing that I do want to focus on in 2026 is me, essentially. My hobbies. So 2025 was very puppy heavy, which is great. Love that. I feel so lucky. I love him so much, our dog. He's, oh my god, everything to me. But both my fiance and I we put ourselves on the back burner for the year, and we really obviously focused on our puppy and getting used to the new routines and everything. And so what that meant was, not really having a lot of time for just self-care and doing your own thing as much. And we always made sure to give each other that time, my partner and I. However, it's we were both so, especially me, because my partner is very, she loves going to the gym and everything, so, but I was very if I got time for just me, I was so tired that I would just be let me sleep for a couple hours or something. So, which is fine. You have times in your life where, you have less energy, you have more energy, whatever. So that's fine, and I don't feel guilty about it whatsoever. However, this upcoming year, now that we're more settled into our new routines and everything, and I have energy again and things like that, I really want to focus on me and my hobbies and me time. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So I'm just going to talk about the hobbies that I want to focus on and that I want to try. So number one being, is that focused on me? I feel like it's focused on has it been focused on the mic the whole time? Has that been focused on the mic the whole time? I'm sorry if it has. Anyway, so the first thing being ASMR. I've been wanting to do ASMR for a really long time, and so I decided, you know what, 2026 is the year I'm going to start, and that's what I did. So there's that. That's very straightforward, so we're not gonna really talk about that too much. Here we are. I want to do ASMR and I'm doing it. So number two, I want to, okay, let's talk about Kindle. So I want to start reading more. I'm not a reader, you know what I mean? I don't read like that. I'm not well, I don't have myself. It makes it feel like something I have to do instead of something I want to do. And I understand that for some people it works well to like keep yourself accountable and stuff like that. But it doesn't work for me. So I don't have any like goals. I have the only like I have a broader goal of just reading more. And so that's super exciting, and I can't wait to open it. And yeah, so that's fun. Then what I also want to do is I want to start swimming, which feels like kind of random, but I want to. My main goal is to start like winter swimming, like kind of like cold plunges, but like in like open water, you know what I mean? Like I want to start winter swimming, I guess it's what it's called. It feels like it should be called something else, like winter swimming. It feels almost like too straightforward, you know what I mean? But anyways, and because I have, is that too loud? Anyway, I have, done that a couple times, and I freaking loved it. I am always thinking there's something constantly going on up here. It never shuts the fuck up. And so it's kind of difficult for me to be able to like find moments where I'm just not thinking about anything at all, or like finding activities where like I'm not thinking of anything, because one other thing is going to the gym. So we're going to the gym with one of my friends, and that's been fun, and so I guess I was gonna say looking forward to that, but we've already started going. But like I'm looking forward to the next time we go, etc. It's been super fun, but because anyways, whatever. But I still think of things when I'm at the gym. Do you know what I mean? Like for my fiance, for instance, that she feels like that's what that going to the gym is for her. Like her brain shuts off and she's like in her zone and whatever. My brain is still going at the gym. It doesn't work like that for me. But I found that winter swimming is what works for me so well, and it like gives me that like adrenaline like kick or whatever, and it's so I love it. Whenever we do get a house, I definitely want to start, doing the plunges or whatever. It's not for like physical health or any like alternative medicine. I don't know. I haven't done any research about that. I don't know. But it's, I guess, for mental health rather than just like physical, which I understand that those two are very much so like connected, but it's more so just like a refresher and like helps me mentally. So I definitely want to do that. But so I want to start in the summertime. I want to start going swimming regularly, and then because I haven't gone swimming in like years, genuinely, so I want to get my body used to that and like the water and everything. And then as the weather gets colder and colder, my body also gets more used to it. And then whenever it's like actually cold, like the fall, I want to, with the same friend that we go to the gym with, I want to go to like a class, like a winter swimming whatever class, once, and because they do that, like, I don't know, maybe a couple hours, and they like tell you all the safety things and everything. And so I definitely want to do that. And then I want to start going weekly or like a couple times a week or whatever, just on my own or with my friend or fiance or whatever, because that I think that's so fun. And I could also do like a voiceover video of that, but yeah, that's like one one of the things that I'm most excited about, but that's going to be towards the end of the year, obviously, because it's going to be colder then. But so that's like the main thing that I'm super excited about, because I know that, you know, I've done it before and I've loved it, and that's like really exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Then okay, gym, ASMR, reading, swimming. I also want to fix my guitar, or like get it fixed so that I can play guitar again. I'm not like good, but it's super fun for me again, and it's like relaxing, and it's just like a creative thing for me, and I don't perform for anybody or anything, but it's just like, it's nice to just like home alone or with Zero, our dog, and just to like play the guitar, and you know, it's just nice. And that reminds me, because I was thinking, you know, that's a creative thing I can do. I also, and I think this is going to be the last thing that I'm going to talk about, I want to, what is it? I can't remember what it's like technically called, but doing like patchwork, like sweaters and stuff. So they will like, so I have to buy a sewing machine. And so what they'll do is they will thrift like a bunch of stuff, like t-shirts, sweatshirts, whatever, and you'll cut off the hands. So you cut it off right here. You cut this part off, the hoodie off, and whatever. You'll cut it into like smaller pieces, and then you'll use your machine to like sew them together, like different parts of different shirts and different things, and they look so cool. And again, for my introvert self, that's number one, super fun, because I can do it, you know, in the comfort of my own home, and it's like a creative thing where I can, you know, be creative, duh. But it's not, it doesn't give me pressure and anxiety of like, I would have to come up with everything. Does that make sense? Like, I don't have to, you know, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I'm creative in certain aspects and not creative in others. Like, I wouldn't be able to like, and you can teach yourself, but I can't like paint, but I can sew a couple pieces of clothes together. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. Whatever. I feel like I didn't describe that very well, but so it doesn't give me any like anxiety of like, it's not gonna be perfect. Do you know what I mean? It's like creative, but I'm not really doing anything. I'm not creating it from scratch, you know? So that's gonna be cool too, to like, you know, see how that works out. I wanted to say something about that too. Oh, and in addition to like it being something that I can do at home, it's also going to this is gonna sound so goofy, motivate me to leave our home to like thrift stores and stuff to like buy things, because I'm telling you, I don't like leaving our apartment. I love being at home, I love being cozy, and I do leave to go to work and like gym, but I'm not very outgoing So yeah, those were my hobbies for 2026. Again, like, not that I haven't done anything for me, for a year or whatever. But, my own hobbies and interests definitely, took a hit. Which again is completely understandable with a new puppy and everything. Our first dog, like, that's completely perfectly fine, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So, it's all good. But yeah, 2026 is the year for my hobbies, and I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do like the video and subscribe. I try to post every week. I have so far. I have not skipped a week, so that's good. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you here